In this video, I'm going to go over the basic setup of your brand new MEMO end-tidal CO2 sensor. So in regards to attachments that come with the sensor, this is your airway adapter that will insert into the sensor, and this is the sensor. First of all, you will need to place two AAA batteries into the back of your sensor. All we need to do that, I've already installed them into this one, but you just need to unlock, so clipping this little clip over to the right, and the back of the sensor will just clip off, and you can insert your batteries like so. And then placing the back on, and we're going to lock it in place as well. Lock it again. And now I can attach my adapter into the sensor. So this will have to go a certain way. It might be a little bit tricky, but it will not kind of fit in if you've inserted it into the wrong way. So say for example, I had placed it in this way. It's not going any further than that, but it needs to sit down nice and snug in here. So all I'm gonna do is pick it up, twist it around, and it's sliding in nicely like that and clipping right into place. So it's nice and snug in there, it's not going to fall out at all. So one side would attach to your breathing tube and one side would attach to your endotracheal tube. Now we're going to turn the adapter on, pushing the on button, which is a little blue on symbol. Now this is the screen that displays. So here you've got end-tidal CO2, and over here you will have respiratory rate. And here you will see your waveform develop as well. And up in the right hand corner, it's got battery percentage, which is a good indication, making sure that that is nicely charged before you've got a big surgery to go ahead with. You see, I don't have it attached to any patients at the moment, so I'm not going to get a reading. But this little contraption measures your end-tidal CO2 and your respiratory rate. So the normal parameters for your end-tidal CO2 in dogs is about 35 to 45, and for cats it is 28 to 32. Normal respiratory rate would be about 10 to 30 for dogs, and cats would be about 20 to 30. So that is kind of the normal parameters that we want to kind of monitor for this contraption. If we wanted to have a look at the menu, we just want to press this yellow menu button. And we've got 0, alarm, setup, Bluetooth, and back, which would take you back to that normal screen. 0 just means to calibrate the end-tidal CO2. So if you're going between patients, always make sure that you zero the machine. We can do that now actually. So to select 0, you're just going to press that menu button again, and now it's zeroing out the sensor, and then we would be ready for your next patient. If we want to go back to menu and we want to go down to alarm and press select, this is where we can change the normal parameters that we want. So this is set at 50, which I would actually like that to be at 45. So all I'm going to do is press on that button, press select, and then you're just going to go either down or up. And for this one, I want to go down. I want to go to 50, I want to go to 45. So I'm pressing this down arrow. See, it's going down 47, 46, 45. To select that as my high parameter, I'm going to press the menu button again, select. And now I just want to increase the low parameter. I want to increase that a little bit as well. So we're going to go down. And I'm going to go up with this one. I'm going to go up to, down, select. I'm going to go up to 35. And menu button again to select. Respiratory rate, let's change that. Respiratory rate high, that's okay. And now I want to go and just increase that 5. Because it's going to be an anesthetized patient, their respiratory rate might be a little bit delayed, but I still want it to notify me if it is getting quite low. Oops, timed out. So when it does time out, it will just go back to the menu. So I'm just going to go back to the alarm. And I'm just going to change that. We said about 10 breaths per minute. I'm going to put that to 8. So let's select that. I'm just going to put it to 8. Okay. down to back and press OK. Now we're back at the menu. So now I'm going to go to setup. So I'm just going to go up in the arrows and select setup, menu to select. This is just looking at the different kind of measurements. So it's set as millimeters of mercury, which I want to keep it at that. So I wouldn't adjust any of these settings, just keep them as the stock kind of settings that are there. So I'm going to go down to back. If you wanted to Bluetooth your sensor, you would open your phone or your laptop and try and connect to that device. It times out and it's going to go back to our screen again. This little machine will indicate, like it will beep if you have a high parameter or a low parameter. It'll only be quite soft. You need to manually be monitoring this screen. Don't just kind of set it up and attach it to your patient and then kind of think that it's going to go beeping, alarming at you when you're not kind of looking. Please monitor this screen continuously. When you are doing your manual stethoscope measurements, make sure you are checking this screen. If anything looks like the parameters are out of whack, please adjust accordingly. If your alarm on this machine is going off and you just wanted to kind of pause the alarm while you organize and try and correct the anesthetic, you would just press this alarm off button. It will just pause the sound for a little while. If we wanted to turn the machine off, I'm going to use this blue button to turn it off. Hold it down. You'll hear the beep and that's when it will shut down. At the end of every use, you need to be removing this and storing it away nicely, making sure that you are storing it in an upright position so that if there is any condensation in there, it can drain out. I would recommend storing this little device in a clip lock container, if not in its original box, keeping it out of the way of any kind of debris or getting soiled or getting wet. I will put a little guide next to this product on our product page on our Vet1 website, and it will just kind of have basic parameters for your capnograph and your respiratory monitor.